Alright, so we got this cute little plasma cutter. It's called a Lightning Series 55 IGBT inverter air cut plasma cutter. It was extremely cheap. I'll link it on eBay in Australia. Paid $250 for it. Free postage. Comes with a pressure regulator water trap separator. It's on a 10 amp plug. Comes with two earth leads, a short one and a long one. This one did. You have the PT31 style. And the reason we love these PT31 style torches is they're simple and they're really cheap. Micro switch. It's actually high frequency start. Now I'll include a clip of me using this just quickly tonight at the end of the video. I haven't had a great deal of time to play with it yet, but it cuts beautifully already. Now, realistically, it's rated at 55 amps. When it was on 57, it near melted the 240 volt lead, so I do believe it puts out the amperage. It was using quite a lot of power. I must have about 2.5, 3 meters of lead. Very simple connections. It's a crimped brass fitting on the end here for your air and power. A 2-pin microphone style plug and a small DINS connector for your earth. 10 amp plug, which is probably important for a lot of people. Now I was cutting on it with it only on 30 amps quite a bit, and I actually managed to do that on an extension lead reel, and then the little 10 amp breaker on that let go. So if you don't have a huge amount of power, you may run into issues, but it wasn't too bad. So you can adjust your pressure here with this little pressure adjuster. This hose goes in and actually supplies your air to the gauge. This hose goes in and supplies your air to the torch. There's a big cooling fan in there and a bunch of aluminium heat sinks. Cute little moisture trap which self-empties every time you let go of air pressure. So that'll just drop out by itself. And it's got a cool filter in there that you can see. So the instruction manual for this, it's exceptionally basic. Yeah, nothing really in it. Just the precautions for what not to do. If you haven't owned a plasma cutter before, there's tons of videos on the internet showing you how to use them. I'm not going to waste your time here, but yeah, this is 250 bucks. I'll do a full cut video with it as soon as I get a chance. What else can I tell you? Well, it's got a nice carry handle. Probably only weighs a couple of kilos, probably 5. It's very light. Airflow sucks in the back and blows through the fins at the front. Don't forget to wear your welding mask. It's very necessary with these. And yeah, it's good to go. Get cutting. This sheath protecting the cable in there is a good thing as well. I did get melt spots on some of my older air hoses that I had. I did have 2 smaller plasma cutters, but they both got stolen. The plasma cutters that I did have were BOC Raptors. These little 5-pack of electrodes were something stupid. They were like, I think they were $15, and then your cut nozzles were like another $15 or $17 for another 5-pack. I don't think I've got any swirl. I've got 2 packs of nozzles. I still have that torch though. For some reason I took the torch off, and the people that stole the plasma cutter without a lead. So that's the consumables for my BOC. This is the consumables for the PT31 style. There's your ceramic outer cups, which they were plastic on the BOC one. When they melted, they were really expensive. I think it was $55 for a plastic outer. Here's your swirl rings that go in between. Got heaps of those. Got heaps of these as well. The actual bobbin electrode that goes in the middle. And your outer. You can buy whole packs of these for like 20 bucks on eBay. I'll link some of them as well, so when you need consumables you can go and get them. But yeah, it looks like a much higher grade torch, but I had one fail straight out the box and wouldn't work. This is the second one that came with that plasma cutter. but this one will work at low amperages with my Smooth Cut 160, which is a big machine. I need to buy a bigger torch for, but those torch, that torch there is a $400 one, and the one I need for that's like $600, and that's 3-phase, so we need a lot more power for that beast. So yeah, this cute little yellow thing's only tiny, puts out a bunch of power, enough to cut whatever you want to cut. I'll throw a cutting video in the end of it, and I'll show you what I cut tonight. And here is scrap metal bin. Missed a bit there, but it sliced through all that quite well. That must be at least 1/4 inch, that piece. Happy days. Cut that chunk off. And cut right the way across. For me to revamp some of my scrap bins. Cut the triangles off. So yeah, chuck the video of it actually cutting on the end of this. Links in the description, guys. Catch you on the next video.